What's shaking, Chewy Nation? ChewbaccaLemma here, back with another Madden 18 Ultimate Team video. Today, we are talking about this huge drop where they have these, sort of fan appreciation. I'm not sure. I'll go into the store here in a minute to reveal what they're actually called, plus show you what we actually pulled. I pulled it on stream earlier, so you may have already seen it, but I'll show that pull as well from the stream footage. So I'll show you that in a minute. This is the team we've put together. No money spent. I got rid of all those players. I had a bunch of other players, but Scumbag Throne, TT through 3, whatever he calls himself these days, has taken back his card. So our team is now much more, now I don't want to say mediocre, but not quite as good. We haven't really made any adjustments to this team in a long time. So this is a team, it's pretty solid overall. We did have Cameron Wake, 91-91 is pretty solid. We also have Joey Bosa in there. Probably could sell him at this point, But it's a pretty solid team. We do not have Barr, though, so I need to pick up Barr. But that's really it. That's the team I put together. No money spent, no donations, no nothing. No nothing, all right? It's just me sniping and solos, playing head-to-head, and whatever else. But fan favorite pack, it's called. I've already done it, so I can't even show you. You get one elite, which you'll see here in a minute, 200,000 coins. I keep saying you're going to see it in a minute. Why don't I just show you what I got right now? Come on, be great. Be great. I need it. Come on, 200K. Please, full legend. Come on. This sucks, guys. You guys suck. I'm putting that on YouTube. Okay, so a kind of a letdown. At the time, he was going for only 100K. I do believe he's bounced back a little bit. I'm hoping he was bouncing back a little bit as I noticed. So let's see. There's Bell, Antonio. Still around the same. There's one at 11, and maybe you can sell it. I'm hoping to get 130 out of him. Maybe I do think I can hold on to him and sell him for a little bit more. So right now, 9091s. So we definitely took a hit there. 9091s are really cheap, super cheap, super cheap. Because of how common they are, obviously. You get a 90 plus, you're probably going to hit a 90 or a 91, most likely. And even the higher overall elites have fallen quite a lot because a lot of those have been pulled as well. Even if they were, not as common, they were pulled as well. So what you've noticed with the auction house now is that you can make a team for really cheap. And the question is, should you do it now or wait until Ultimate Freeze is released? My personal opinion is, it's pretty good to do it now. As this video is going up, I think it's pretty good when these fan appreciation, fan favorite packs, whatever they're called, were released. Card values got really, small, and I think they've bounced back a tad, but really not much. And they're going to be in packs for a few more days, so I think you're still going to be good, but you can only get one of them, so it's not like it's going to flood the market. So I do think that the market will bounce back a little bit, but Ultimate Freeze, which is expected to drop on Friday, will then bring down the market when it's released on Thursday, I would think. So Thursday could be the best time to buy, but right now, until this whole week is a really good time to buy. Friday may be a time to sell. It just depends on what they drop on Friday. If it's a huge drop, then it's going to be, then obviously card values are going to fall even farther. If it's a small drop, it kind of is, one day you have a few cards and more cards and such, and they're maybe not anything crazy on Friday, then you might want to wait a little bit to sell your cards. My personal opinion is, if you haven't sold your team by now, you're probably not going to make too much more by waiting. You can sell it now, you can wait. You probably at this point have already lost all the value, so I would go ahead and probably just hold on to it unless you actually want to upgrade your team, because right now is a really good time to upgrade your team. You notice, just going through this, how much that Brandon Cooks? 150K. So he's fallen, a lot of cards have fallen 50%, 25 to 50% of the value. So it's been a pretty big drop in value. If you're looking for filters, a really good one is 9091 going through the chems. If you notice, there are 59 minutes on all these. It's really good. I think except maybe toughness might be full. So let's actually check that out. Toughness, so let's see if it is full. No, it's not full. So just make sure you're seeing 59 minutes. But you see these 100K cards is absolutely madness. So it's really good. Also, 92-93 is also pretty solid, I think. This works decently well, yeah, for sure. You can go 92-93 for all these chemistries as well. You can also mess around with letters, all offense, all defense, depending on the time that you're sniping. But right as I'm doing this looks really pretty solid. You're going to see some good deals. But the question is, are you going to really get that many snipes? I'm not really sure about that because, of course, a high valued filter when you're going after the big stuff, the odds of hitting something is just not that likely. Plus, you got to go against the competition is really, really high. Ed Reed for 300K, like that's absolutely madness. Paul Krause under 200K now. It's been pretty crazy. I also want to apologize. I'm fighting a cold, so I have a little cough drop in my mouth, so I might sound a little odd. I usually don't try to have it because I try to be as professional as possible, but just it is what it is. Now when you think of filters, so you can do what I just did, go through the chemistries if you're looking for big stuff, or if you're just trying to build a team. That's a really good way to build a team because stuff is really cheap right now, and you're like, maybe you have like make a list of cards that you wouldn't mind having, and then you kind of say, okay, I'm willing to pay this, and you go ahead and build your team. Because honestly, if you are trying to snipe for good prices, you're going to find a lot of good prices in the next few days. So it might just be a thing that you just pick them up to actually keep them on your team. It depends on how much you play the game, of course. If you're going to snipe, I personally don't think it's the best way to snipe because of the fact that it's just going to be ultra competitive, and it's really hard right now because people keep undercutting it, and it's really hard to even know what the correct price, like what you could actually sell it for. You can look on Mudhead. It's not that it's kind of balanced out. I think it will balance out. So I think by the time this goes up, and by the time it will kind of settle down a little bit. But it is a little bit tricky on pricing. Definitely use Mudhead. That's obviously super clutch for sure. Now, what I am using as my filter, and I know that you guys get sick, maybe you don't get sick of it, but my filter I still think is the best filter in the game, and I'm going to show you 80-81. They go for about 2,900, 82 to 83. They have fallen significantly, which always happens because Team of the Weeks just kill the auction house with pricing because you have like the 82, 83s are like so common. Same with the 80 overalls, but 82, 83s just get absolutely just so many into the auction house, so it brings down the price of all of these. This Xavier Howard is like super clutch. You can snipe him for like 2,000, 2,500 like all the time. But yeah, you can see 3,900, and you probably could even sell it for, let's see if there's anything even selling for a little bit more. 49, nope. There's Kenny Still sold for 52, but he has like 90, 91 speed. 58 for Barnett. So they're not all going to sell for the same, but you definitely can sell them for around 4,000 right now. Of course, that's really easy to figure out. 84 to 85 have fallen a tad, but 9,500 is, so you now know 80 to 85 is pretty easy. And the reason why I like this filter so much is, one, because no one else is really doing it, I think. I think that's why I like it. And even if people are doing it, it's like 32 teams, so it's not like you're like stepping on anybody's toes. But I like to do all offense or all defense, and then just go through the teams. I don't know why I skipped the Bears. Sometimes the Bears work. I think that's why. Oh, okay, so 1,200. What did we just see them at? We just seen the cheap at 2,900. 100% pretty much sell rate. 2,900. I know you guys are like, there's no way you can build a coin stack that high. No, there is a way because I've done it and I haven't spent any money, anything. I haven't gotten any donations. I have played solos, of course, not all that, but 91 overall team, and this is what I've done to do it. So I'm telling you right now, 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. If you get that, 100,000, you can make 100,000 an hour. Like, it does add up. It does take a while, of course. 100,000 an hour is still 5 million. That takes a while. That's 50 hours plus building a team. But it is, it is an alternative to spending money on the game. So that's my personal opinion there. If you want other filters, the only other filters I think that are really worth even touching is Team of the Week. Maybe Team of the Week, which it usually works. I can actually check it real quick. So you could even, no, those aren't a good deal. But yeah, go through these teams is really good. Okay, Team of the Week, since Team of the Week dropped, Team of the Week is pretty good as well. I'm starting to try to think about just showing you guys more filters. That way, you don't feel like everybody's doing the same filter. But also, obviously, that's my channel, trying to help you guys figure out how to find good filters. But Team of the Week, if you go through chemistry on Elite, it used to be super, super good. I don't know if it's still going to work though. Some of these might be okay, some of these might not. But yeah, going through each of these, and you're going to find some really good deals on players. It's like super easy. Like, it's not hard. It's not a hard filter. And just go through the chemistries. You can also try some other things. You don't necessarily have to do Elite. You can try golds, doing golds, which I don't want to, again, go into like every single filter you can possibly make that's good. There's a lot of good ones. But yeah, it's like super really easy. Go through these chems. find good deals. Just make sure you're seeing 59 minutes because some of these are kind of full, which always happens on when Team of the Week drops. So keep that in mind. But it is super easy if you want to snipe Team of the Week cards. But yeah, just make sure if you're seeing that, you need to throw a letter in or you got to do something to make sure you see 59 minutes. Throw in the letter S or something, and then you see 59, 59. There you go. But yeah, it's super, super easy. The only other thing I can think of is gold players, which I've already talked about that filter. If you're new to sniping and you want to try to get into that, check. I want to say it was, how many coins can you make by sniping golds only? Check that video out. I don't want to go into that again because I've already made a video on that. But if you're curious on how that works, it's super easy as well, as many of these other filters are. But hopefully this is informative. Of course, you don't have to mess. You can mess with you can go just 84, 85 Team of the Week cards as well, or 82, 83. You don't have to stick with just Elite. You can do all kinds of stuff with it. There's plenty of filters out there. So if you're upset that I got rid of your filter, remember that it's really easy to make new filters. Like, there's so many good filters, but for my money, team by team is still the best, all offense or all defense. Or if you're playing at like 3 a.m., you can just do all, or 5 a.m., like when nobody's online. You don't need to even do all offense or all defense. You can just do all because there's not that many cards being posted, and that's actually superior to that because it's just better if you can do all, but a lot of times you can't. But hopefully this was informative. Unfortunately, we didn't hit Devin Hester. It wasn't the worst pull in the world, but it wasn't great. But yeah, thank you guys so much for the support. It's been absolutely amazing. The support on the podcast, Mudhead Podcast, that goes live on Wednesdays. Make sure to check that out. Give 5 stars on iTunes. Do all that, rate all that, tell your friends, make 5 accounts and give it all 5 stars. So on iTunes, the support on the streams, just the support in general has been absolutely amazing. And I hope you guys are having a wonderful December. We're only a few weeks out until Christmas. That's absolutely crazy. But that's all I got. Thank you guys so much. You guys are incredible. ChewbaccaLemma out.